With men's and women's tennis coach Derrick Racine after the Argonauts a few weeks ago competed at the ITA South Regional held in Valdosta, Georgia. And coach, it was a strong overall performance by both the men's and women's teams. We'll start with the men. We had some strong individual performances on the singles side with Bruno Savvy and Andrei Pozhiev advancing high in singles, and then also some doubles teams doing well. Talk a little bit about how the men's team performed there.
Yeah, I thought we did really well for our first tournament. The fall is always a tough time. You're getting out and trying to get the guys back in shape. But we had a good turnout by Bruno Savvy, transfer. He'd be his first year here at UWF. Made the semifinals. Unfortunately, twisted his ankle a little bit in the semifinal and had to retire, but had a great tournament. Also, Leandro Ferreira had a great tournament, and Andrei Pozhiev also made the quarterfinals. Had a good tournament. We had a really strong showing by really all our guys. And on the doubles side, we had 3 of our teams in the quarterfinals, so we were pretty pleased with that. And had chances in the quarters. One of our teams had about 6 match points to go, and that team that ended up beating us ended up beating our other team in the semifinals. So had we had 2 teams in the semis, that would have ensured us one in the finals. So it was a good tournament all in all.
And now switching over to the women's side, some similar results there. In the singles side, it was Luisa Sonervig and Barbara Oliveira advancing after really having to play each other in the quarterfinals, I believe. But some strong individual results as well as in doubles. Talk a little bit about their performance there.
Yeah, I thought we did really well in the singles. That's one of the drawbacks of this type of tournament is that everybody's thrown into one draw. So ended up our 2 best players were in the same quarter of the draw, so we ended up playing each other. And Louisa actually won that match, tough match. Barbara played ahead of Louisa the year before, but Barbara was out with a shoulder injury all of last season. So she'll be back and trying to get some match toughness. But Louisa has stepped it up, and she's playing very well. Had some other good results from the other girls in singles. In doubles, Barbara teamed with Caitlin Baines, which was the first time they had kind of played together, and they made the semifinals. So we were really happy with that. We're just building on the fall. Fall's our time to kind of get out and see what we've got.
Right, and this tournament, the ITA regionals, during the fall season, this is the chance to have the players compete individually as opposed to compete as a team in the spring. Talk a little bit about that event in general and kind of what you're looking to get out of that event in the fall as you look forward to the spring.
Right, in tennis we kind of have 2 different seasons: an individual, which is our fall season, and then a team season, which is our spring and our major season. We don't have an individual singles and doubles championships like they have in Division I or Division III at the end of the year. Ours is in the fall. So if you win this regional tournament, then you would advance on to the national tournament with the other 8 winners of the regional tournaments. But it's a good chance to see what we've got, see how the players perform. They get to sometimes play each other, and it's really a good time to see a less pressure situation and see how you perform. In the spring, it's all team against team, so we'll go and play another team head to head. We might play Lynn or Valdosta. On a weekend, play maybe 2 or 3 schools, but it's always head to head just against that school. So it's a little more intense and a little more important, I would say, at that point.
So the UWF tennis team's a strong showing at the ITA South Regional a few weeks back, and the Argonauts will start their championship spring season in February. You can find all the information online at goargos.com.